Have you ever healed something in your body, only to watch it come back like it never left? Same pain, same tightness, same pattern, almost like your body is replaying a chapter you swore you closed? Here's the truth most people never get told. Sometimes you didn't heal the root, you manage the outcome. And when the root is trauma, the body doesn't just forget because you want it to. The body remembers. It keeps receipts, not in your mind like a clear story, but in your nervous system, through tension, inflammation, shallow breathing, migraines, gut issues, insomnia, sudden panic, or that constant feeling of being on edge when nothing is happening. This isn't woo, it's science. Harvard Health explains that somatic therapy is built on the idea that traumatic experiences can become trapped in the body, stored as physical sensations and stress responses. And healing requires working with both the mind and the body, not just one. And if you've ever wondered why talk alone sometimes isn't enough, that's why. Trauma can live beneath language. And it's more common than people think. The National Institute of Mental Health estimates about 6% of people will experience PTSD in their lifetime, with women at greater risk. And even if you don't meet the diagnosis, trauma still leaves fingerprints on your relationships, your confidence, your immune system, your ability to feel safe in your own skin. Now let me put this in plain language. Imagine your body is a home. You can repaint the walls and rearrange furniture, medications, supplements, routines, even a new mindset. But if there's a hidden alarm system still wired to an old break-in, it will keep going off, not because you're broken, because your body is trying to protect you, using an outdated map. That's why symptoms can recur, not because you failed, because your system learned something in a moment of fear, grief, betrayal, or shock, and it's still running that program. Bessel van der Kolk, in The Body Keeps the Score, describes how trauma can reshape the brain and body's stress responses, keeping people stuck in fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, even when danger is gone. That's why you can be safe on the outside and still feel unsafe on the inside. Your body is acting out a memory your mind may not even fully recognize. Now, here's where we go deeper. Yes, there are medical records. There are diagnoses. There are labels. There are stories other people tell about you, and sometimes stories you tell about yourself. And sometimes those records feel like a stamp. This is who I am. This is what happens to me. This will come back. But I want you to hear this clearly. A record is not a ruler. A record can describe a chapter, but it doesn't get to write your ending. In the spiritual sense, think of it like a contract, an agreement you didn't realize you signed, not with a pen, but with your nervous system. Your body made a promise in the moment of trauma. I will never be caught off guard again. I will never trust again. I will stay small so I stay safe. I will keep the pain because pain is proof I survived. And here's the wild part. If you don't consciously break that contract, your system will keep honoring it, even when it costs you your health. This is why people can recover and still feel like something is stalking them. Because the trauma isn't just an event you remember, it can become an identity you live from. So what do? We do what real healing always requires. We identify the trauma, we name it, we face it, and we reclaim our energy from it, body, mind, and spirit. You don't have to relive everything to heal, but you do have to recognize the pattern. You have to notice what your body is trying to say. Because recurring symptoms are often messages in a language you were never taught to speak. And when you finally understand the message, it loses its power to ambush you. This is also why holistic care is gaining traction in medical spaces. Spirituality and meaning-making aren't extra, they're essential. Neuroscience-informed spiritual care is increasingly recognized as a real support for resilience, especially for people navigating trauma and chronic illness, because humans don't heal in pieces. We heal in wholeness. So here's the shift. Stop asking, what's wrong with me? Start asking, what happened to me, and what did I have to become to survive it? Because you are not your symptoms. You are not your diagnosis. You are not your past. You are the person who lived through it, and that means you are also the person who can outgrow it. If you're tired of the cycle, tired of fixing the outcome while the root keeps pulling you back, then let this be your moment. Look within. Identify the contract. Break the agreement that says you must suffer to be safe. Release what your body has been forced to hold, and choose, intentionally, to come back home to yourself. Because when you do that, no outside energy, no old record, no repeating pattern can survive in your space. It has nothing to attach to anymore. And that's when healing stops being temporary and becomes yours.